sociological methods. Who wrote these methods? Emile Durkheim in 1885 in Paris, France. First of all, the society was doesn't study. So Emile Durkheim was the first sociologist in the world. First of all, he wrote Les Règles Study Methodology. But what this book is talking about? So the society needs to be studied and other things. But Emile Durkheim fights to should be approach social science like real science, like physics science, scientific science, or other science in the world. So Durkheim, first of all, thinks about what society do, what human being in society produce, or some things, all the other some things in that human do in the society, what they communicate, or some things like that. Historical materialism by Karl Marx. What is this materialism? So Karl Marx do this historical materialism in the time of the Enlightenment, but the first thing that Karl Marx think is about what human being society do generation to generation. So that's a point that Karl Marx said with institutions, laws, or cultures have this historical materialism. But why? Because here in this age, other economics or philosophies or scientifics study this materialism because it's the historical times in the Enlightenment, French Revolution, or other things that help society. So society is a really good thing to study. So that's Karl Marx thinks about historical materialism. But it's not that it's not only this historical materialism. So social progress in this case, or the first thing is state power usually only transferred from one culture to another. So that's a political science. This structural functionalism. What is this functionalism? Where this is a common analogy popularized by Herbert Spencer, present these parts of society as organs that work toward the proper functioning of the body as a whole. In the most basic terms, its simple emphasis on the effort to improve as rigorously as possible to its future custom or practice. Its effect on the structural functionalism comes to describe a particular stage in methodological development of social science, rather than a specific school of thought. But not that is only the functionalism of what people do or costumes. Emile Durkheim obviously thinks about these functionalisms, while one my regular functionalism as a logical extension of the organic analogies for societies present by political philosophies such as Rousseau's. Critical theory. Critical theory is a school of thought that stresses the reflective assessment and critique of society and culture by applying knowledge from the social science and the humanities. As a term, critical theory has two meanings with different origins. The first origin is sociology, and the second is literally criticism, where by used to and apply as umbrella term that can describe a theory founded upon critique The theorist Max Horkheimer described a theory as critical insofar as it seeks to liberate beings from the circumstance that statements said. In sociology and political philosophy, the term critical theory describes the neo-Marxist philosophy of the Frankfurt School. Chau's theory. What is Chau's theory? It's a branch of mathematics focusing on the behavior of chemical systems that are highly or lowly sensible in initial conditions. Chau's is an interdisciplinary theory studying within the apparent random of chaotic complex systems. There are underlying patterns, constant feedbacks, tubes, repetition, self-similarity, factual self-organization, and programming at the initial point. Chaotic behavior exists in many systems, such as water and climate. It also occurs approximately system with artificial components, like road traffic or mathematical models. Chau's theory has applications in several disciplines, including meteorology, Chau's, and anthropology and sociology. So this Chau's theory also study all the science like economics, computer science, biology, ecology, physics, and also study as complex dynamical systems, edge of Chau's theory.